mid-season, midpoint of the year. It's a time where championship starts to spice up. The people that are, thinking about the scholarship start to get a lot more racy. They start to worry about the funds when it comes next year. And so everyone's going to be a lot more racy. They're going to have their elbows out. They're going to be a lot more aggressive. And, they're going to be hoping for that last tenth a little bit more, but also more prone to make mistakes.
We're at the halfway point here, so it's go time, I'm Max Taylor. I'm number 33 for VIR. We're at Virginia International Raceway. The field this year in juniors is extremely competitive. There's so many really good drivers and really experienced drivers in this series. It's become a really challenging year for sure. It's make us work a little harder. It's like every little thing counts for sure. Yeah, there's really good drivers. Like the two inter drivers are really good. Liam McNeely is really good. Jeffers is really good. I raced him last year. And obviously Sebastian is really good, my teammate.
Yeah, the first half of the year has been a lot of ups and downs. Motorsport's always up and down. You can't enjoy the great races without having a couple bad races. So we had some struggles at NOLA, having, a wing break off in race 3. Barber, we had motor issues. We ended up DNFing because of it. And so we're kind of on the back foot with 3 DNFs so far of the year. We're just back in the championship, lacking the races. And, even in the races that we've finished, we've been towards the front. All the races that we've been driving have been in the top 10. So feeling good. And even though we're on the back foot championship-wise, I don't need to win a scholarship. I'm looking to next year, the year after, and what it takes to get to IndyCar. So that's my goal, and that's why you can see me hopping up, doing USF 2000, preparing for the next year, preparing for the year after that. And it's just getting that experience and starting to, talk to the teams, be in the paddock, so that, when you go to NXT and you already have those relationships built in the paddock.
Compared to last year, I'm a totally different driver, totally different person. I've learned so much. I think the season has gone pretty well. I think I've been pretty quick in all the rounds, just a bit unlucky at Barber, I'd say. I had an engine blow up just before quali, so that definitely didn't help. NOLA I was really strong, but it was definitely a new experience switching between the 2000 and the juniors. So that was difficult for me, but I've gotten a lot better at it, and this weekend I definitely have high hopes.
Every event that I do in the 2000, I come back more confident with a better understanding of the racing, a better understanding of what it's like to race against drivers that have been doing cars for 2-3 years. This is kind of the very bottom of the ladder, so this is where people are still learning, and some of the time it's careless moves, and some of it's like strategy with qualifying, and a lot of backing up and traffic could be avoided if, think about the people at Road America where 2-3 people have ran years past. They start to know how to make the drafts, how to do it, but not recklessly. So I learn how to race against more aggressive people, against better people, and overall I come out a better driver because I get to keep those tools that I get from racing USF 2000 and put them in my driver tool belt, and I can remember those coming back to USF Juniors.
I mean, it's definitely making me a better driver. Like, it's a massive learning experience when I'm switching in between cars, having to adapt to a different driving style completely. And I think it's really making me, it's challenging me as a driver for sure, and it's making me better. In 2000, it's gone really well this year, obviously. We're really picking up some speed now with the car, and everything just falling into place really well. Juniors, we'll see this weekend. So far, it's been going pretty good. I think the car is really fast again. VIR always puts together a great operation. I think that any of us from the top here, if we went to Europe or wherever, we'd still be at the top there,
Just do your thing, dude. Let's just try to win this race, all right? Just be smart, though. Take the points if we can. You know what I mean? Just be smart about it.
It's gonna be a dogfight for sure. It's gonna be a wild race. It's definitely gonna be just staying on the racetrack, picking off some people where you can, and being aggressive where you can. It's gonna be a wild race for sure.
This is definitely gonna be an exciting track to try to race against, and I feel like with McNeely and Weldon, some of them starting far down the field, it's gonna be exciting to see if they come through and how it shapes up the end of this weekend, rattling up the championship.
Green, green, green! And here comes the run down into turn number 1. Mayfield slotting in nicely on the inside. The outside line gets a pretty good grip around the outside here. The 25 of Elkin knows that. He'll try to go around the outside, and he does. Elkin, I believe, right to the lead. There is room around the outside. One of the D-Force drivers off the track to the outside at turn number 1 and 2. Potentially, wonder if the start was actually waved off or not. Inter MS runs 1-2. They were very strong at Barber Motorsports Park. First and third, I believe, both races that weekend. Augusto Soto Sharipa was third both races. Elkin was able to win both races. Jack Jeffers second in race 1. Sebastian Weldon second in race 2. So the Inter MS crew kind of picking up where they left off in Alabama. Oh, drivers go all the way off. That is Elkin. I believe Elkin all the way off the racetrack in turn number 14. I believe Max Taylor's gone to the lead. Taylor now to P1. Another driver, I think, just gone off the racetrack. I don't know that we go back to green flag racing here. So Taylor, Soto Sharipa, Elkin, Jeffers, and Argyros, top 5.
Thank you, man.
Make that move for Jeffers. He'll go to third. Full course yellow driver is high-sided. And like I said, I think that might have been Sebastian Weldon potentially who went off. Tough one yesterday, finishing 21st, and that is where he is. Actually, he's going to fall down to 22nd now. Over to 3. Who's going to come out with it? Little bit of breakup contact. Jeffers is off. Jeffers and Elkin both off and into the tires on the exit of turn number 3. G3 Argyros. He's looking for his first podium, coming off in top 4 yesterday. Does he make a move to the inside? They're closing up a bit. G3 Argyros able to get around a Scorpione as well. Checker flag flying. And indeed, Augusto Soto Sharipa will win his first one. G3 Argyros, his first podium in USF Juniors competition.
Dude, finally on the podium. It's been a long time coming. Feels great, especially get it at the mid-season. I just kept my head down, kept rolling, and we ended up on P2.
Driver set to go. 12 rows of Tatis JR23 race cars, Continental tires all the way around, elite engines powering every one of these cars as we get set to go. Big money up for grabs to the scholarship earned to move to USF 2000, but a long way to go. We're almost 3 wide coming into turn number 3. Jeffers on the inside. Weldon will go into second. Weldon to P2. Good run there. Weldon wants to win, but listen, after a couple of DNFs, get a finish. My goodness. We're going to have a drag race to the line to see who's going to take this one here. Every one of these drivers with backwards and forwards. Can Taylor potentially get the run down to the line? Here they come. Side by side, Taylor trying to make it 3 wide, and I believe Weldon's going to get the win at the line. Does he or does he not? He does. Weldon scores the win. Weldon just nipping Jeffers at
the line. Losing it by 400, so it doesn't get more heartbreaking than that, honestly.
That was really, really a wild last lap. We were 3 wide. I was in the dirt going to the line, you know. I just played it a little bit patient, just thinking about championship. Sebastian was able to get the win.
I was definitely not wanting to crash that race, but I definitely had a lot of close calls, especially getting just a couple maniacs during turn 4. But you know, I'm happy to get the win, and yeah.
We're going to Ohio. We're going to Mid-Ohio next round. I think we'll be pretty good. I think we'll be good.
I think I'll be good.
Okay.